Hello and welcome everybody to another game review. This time we're going to talk about Rain on Your Parade. This is a puzzler game, I guess one would say. There are 50 levels in this game, and my gosh, it's every level unique and different in such the right ways. So you play as a cloud that is out to ruin people's days. Some might say you're out to rain on their parade, as the title would suggest. But as this cloud, you're going to go through all of these 50 levels, and you are presented with a checklist of items. Similar to Untitled Goose Game, if you have played that. The checklist is a fun way to make sure that you're kind of doing everything that the level has to offer. There is a main objective and side objectives, so you don't have to do everything, but you're going to want to. Like I said before, the levels range in uniqueness from one side of the spectrum to the other. No level is the same. There are boss levels, boss stages, if you will, and there are pop culture references everywhere. And we're talking like video games and TV shows combined. Slight spoiler warning, there is an office level. That's right, like the one from TV. Completely shocked when I saw that. Loved every second of that level. And you may or may not be able to pet the dog as a cloud. So back to the levels and their objectives. Just as the levels themselves range in uniqueness, so will their objectives. In one level, you might need to get every single person wet, or get everybody into a pool using one of your abilities. Or maybe even don't move at all. Like I said, they range greatly. Speaking of abilities, yes, you do get abilities as you navigate this world. The first one is lightning, and that will help you set things on fire, which fuel their own objectives. There are a couple of other abilities out there. I'll let you figure those out for yourselves. Like I said, there are boss stages. There is a story to this. And it's told in a clever way. There is obviously an elderly person talking to their grandchild about a story about a cloud. And as you go throughout that story, the cloud kind of does things and it kind of moves along with that story. And the boss stages are no different. Those stages offer something unique in their own right, in the fact that they can actually hurt you and you actually need to put some level of skill behind it. Everything else, all the other levels, are kind of done at your leisure, and the boss stages give that little bit of adrenaline rush in order to complete them. And as you've seen throughout this entire video, the visual, the graphic style of this game is just oozing with style. You are this cardboard cloud on a set of strings, and as you move around doing the objectives, you can see that all the environments, all the levels are completely unique. I know I'm saying that a lot, but that's the best way to describe it. Apart from the levels being unique, your cloud can be unique as well. Doing all the objectives in a level will typically get you an accessory or a way to customize your cloud, and that can be in the form of a hairpiece or a coffee mug or a color of your cloud. And you can even draw your own face on this cloud. It seems like they have thought of everything with this game. Again, this is an indie game and it is just right up my alley. I knew within 5 seconds of watching a trailer that I wanted this game and I would get it. This is just right up my alley, and I love the checklist style of the levels. It gives you a certain set endpoint to know when you are done with the level. Speaking of that, once you beat the game, complete the story, you will unlock a New Game Plus mode. Basically, this allows you to go back to other levels that you've already done and get additional objectives. Once you beat the game once, it's not over. You can keep enjoying it. For longevity, the game is not that long. It does not overstay its welcome. In fact, you might want it to go on further. You can get through it in just a couple hours for the main story. If you're trying to go for all objectives, you will spend a little bit more time, but it is enjoyable nonetheless throughout that time. Again, the game's called Rain on Your Parade. You'll want to visit xboxtavern.com. We'll have the final scores for the game up there, and I hope you have enjoyed this gameplay video. Thank you.